Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka Rick here, bringing you part 32 of my GTA4 Let's Play. In this episode, I go and see Phil, I think his name is, for the first time. So, one of Ray's friends, basically. And, he wants me to do a job for him, because Ray can't do it, obviously because he's busy with his own business and that now. It's just started taking off, so, I have to go and steal a drug truck from a bunch of triads. It's not too challenging, but it's alright. It's just another shootout, and then it's got an interesting twist to it though, because I don't just obviously get away with the truck or anything. You have to chase after it and jump on the back of it, and slowly scale across the roof to the cabin, and then jump in the cabin. So it's a bit more interesting than the usual, like you just shoot the driver and then nick the truck or whatever. That was good fun. Bit of a shock when I first did it, because I wasn't expecting it at all, to be honest. And then after that I go and see Derek, which is obviously Patrick McCreary's brother, I think. One of them anyway. He's got quite a few. I think he's like 2 or 3, maybe. Yeah, he's got 3. But yeah, he wants me to find and like take out someone who he used to hang around with or like roll with before he got blamed for putting someone in jail, basically. But yeah, so he wants me to go and steal a police car, so obviously I can track this guy down, find out where he normally hangs out and stuff. And instead of obviously taking him down there and then, he wants me to chase him, because he thinks he'll go back to where the rest of the gang is. So it turns out he does, this little chase through back alleyways and stuff. It's quite fun. And yeah, he takes me back to the gang house and end up taking them all out. So that's that's all that happens in this video. It's only 2 missions, but they're pretty good. I mean, it's quite interesting. The little chase is quite good. I haven't had many chases like that. They're normally just going flat out along main roads, but this one, it's through alleyways and gardens and stuff. So a bit more interesting than usual. Anyway, in this in this video I'm going to be talking about movies some more. So as I said in the last one, I've got quite a big list of future films that are coming out, so I thought I'd talk some more, because obviously I didn't get through them all last time. Which I'll start off with Sherlock Holmes 2. So the first one, I never really watched that much Sherlock Holmes. I knew what it was, obviously I knew that he was a detective and all that, but I'd never really watched that much of it, because there was I think there was TV programs and stuff about it, but I mean, the film was the first real thing I've watched or read or whatever, the first thing I've actually seen of Sherlock Holmes. So it was good to obviously get that story about him, to know a bit more about the character and everything. But yeah, I think Robert Downey Jr. is a fantastic actor, and he done really well in that. Obviously he's really good in Iron Man as well, and most of the films he's in, to be honest. I haven't seen Due Date yet, but apparently that's quite good. So, but yeah, in the first one, obviously he's with Jude Law, he's his sidekick or whatever, and he's getting married. So it's a bit, because obviously Sherlock hasn't got much going for him. I mean, he's just kind of lives alone. He's got his servant and everything, and he's a bit eccentric. He's not, the most usual person that you bump into, really, that you kind of meet. He's obviously really intelligent and clever, but he's incredibly eccentric as a person, and I think he plays that quite well, because obviously it's probably not what he's like in real life. I couldn't say it definitely isn't, but I can't imagine him being like that in real life. So I think it's just brilliant how the way he works out certain scenarios, right at the start where he's going down those stairs and he just thinks through what could happen, because obviously he sees the guy coming up, so it plans through it, basically what he's going to do beforehand, and it ends up going really well. Obviously it works out what he's going to do and the best way of getting through the situation. And it's the same with the fight I think he does against that big guy. He works out what he's going to do in that as well, and obviously that works out just as well, successful. So I think that was quite clever. And again, he works out about his sidekicks, a woman that he's going to marry. Works out her past, basically, just from her appearance and what she looks like, what she's wearing, all that sort of stuff, which is quite genius as well. So I think the second one should be even better, because obviously the first one was kind of an introduction to him, and obviously his arch enemy Moriarty, I think it is, that you don't actually see in the first one. I assume you're going to see him in the second one. I'm not sure though. But yeah, so that was an introduction. It's like Lord of the Rings. Obviously, the Fellowship of the Ring was quite good. I mean, it wasn't a bad film, but it definitely wasn't the best one. So hopefully it'll go like that, and it'll improve as it goes on, which I'm sure it will. So yeah, looking forward to that. So comes out soon. It's not too far away now. I think it's like December, I think, something like that. So you know, it's a reasonable amount of time, but I'm sure it'll be good. So I look forward to watching that. Another one. Mission Impossible 4. You know, I didn't know it was actually going to be made until a little while ago. Like I started watching, I think it was Mission Impossible 2 was on TV, so I thought I'd watch that. Haven't watched them in a while, so I really enjoyed it. Obviously, I've seen it before, but I kind of forgot what happened in number 2. So it's probably the one I've watched the least. I've watched number 1 a lot because it was the first one I'd ever seen. I thought it was like brilliant at the time when I first saw it. So yeah, I watched it quite a bit. But then 2 came out, watched that obviously, and then 3 came out. Obviously, that was the newest one, so I used to watch that quite a bit as well. So I couldn't remember 2, so I thought, why not? I'll watch it, give it a go, see what it's like. And turned out I really enjoyed it. So I thought, you know, maybe I'll just look it up, and it turned out that Mission Impossible 4 was going to be coming out soon. So that was good news as well. I'm really looking forward to that. So obviously it's Tom Cruise again, so I'm not really sure it'd work otherwise, because obviously he's done 3 films now, so you kind of think Mission Impossible, first person you think of is Tom Cruise really. So I think that was obviously important to get him back. I don't think they would have done it, or they shouldn't really have done it, if they hadn't have got Tom Cruise to do it. So yeah, I'm not really sure what they can do. I don't know if it's going to be like the whole old team like they used to have. I can't remember who the actors are, but you know, the old team was good. It's quite cleverly, you know, used, all of them. But we'll see. But it's been good so far. I mean, the first 3. So obviously graphically, things have gone forward. So if anything, it could look better than the old ones, which would be good. I mean, get some more special effects in there. That'd be pretty awesome. I don't know what like the mission's going to be this time, because see, you know, it'd probably be pretty similar to the last ones. I mean, they weren't hugely varied. I mean, the first one was kind of a conspiracy type thing. It was all like an internal problem and stuff, and then obviously the third one was that virus thing. What was the second one? I literally watched it like the other day, and I can't remember what it was, what they were after. I can't remember, but yeah, that would mean they were good. So it'll probably be something along the same lines. It'll be like, I don't know if he's married now. I can't remember, because in the second one he gets married to that woman like that he's seeing in the hospital before he goes on the mission. So I mean, it's good. It's a good film. Good. I don't know. I can't remember if the third one they're still married or not. I assume they are. Don't know if that's in it or not. But yeah, I mean, good. Number 4 should be good. I mean, obviously, it's had a lot of good films in the past, the series, so they got a bit to compete with. Obviously, number 1, 2, and 3 were really good. So I've got high hopes for it, I'd say, because obviously prequel's good, so they've got to put a lot of work into it to improve it, which is a good thing. I think it gives them something to aim for, something to work towards. It's a lot better than having, maybe the first one they wouldn't have worked as hard as they could have done it, or as they would have done if they had had a couple of blockbusters of the same thing before that. So I think that will give it a little bit of an improvement on the last one. It's like anything really, like the sequel's always made to be better normally, in most cases anyway. See, like Lord of the Rings I mentioned earlier, they only got better as they went on. I think Fast and Furious as well. And it's not really the same, but they've got better. Saw, definitely. I mean, Saw series, I think there's like 7 or 8 of them. They're all really good. I can't really think of any others off the top of my head. But yeah, obviously game-wise, Portal, definitely. Gears of War, another one definitely improved. So yeah, like generally things improve as they go on, you know, because they learn what to do right and what's done wrong, and they make adjustments to it to improve on it and sell more copies at the end of the day. So that's what they want to do. So they've got to put out a decent product, and everyone will expect that from Mission Impossible 4, I'd imagine. So you're looking forward to that. Another one, Johnny English 2. Which, I've been waiting for ages to hear about this. So I remember going to cinema with my family, and it was an amazing film. I mean, Rowan Atkinson is so funny. I mean, he's probably one of my favourite actors for comedy wise. Like with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, I'd say as well. Those two are really funny actors. But yeah, just the way he played like his character in that, he was acting like he was this like really good spy and everything, but he was pretty terrible, I gotta be honest. And his sidekick Boff was kind of done most of the work for him and never got the credit. It was always Johnny that took the credit for it, or Rowan Atkinson, you know. It was really funny. It was a classic British comedy, really, I'd say. And classic Rowan Atkinson, really. Obviously, he does Mr. Bean, where he kind of does similar things. He acts pretty stupid, but he always seems to get away with it for some reason, even though he's outrageous. Like sometimes, I don't know if anyone has seen Mr. Bean, the painting one. I think it's a Mona Lisa in it, where he draws that face on it. Oh yes, this is hilarious. Where he spills, I can't remember what he spills on it now, but he spills something on it, and yeah, and then obviously he replaces it with a poster, and somehow no one notices, which is quite funny. And they are good films. That's why I'm glad that they're bringing out this new one, obviously, because I'm sure it'll be funny. I mean, the first one, not many people there in the cinema, is what I found weird. Like, my family were kind of not the only ones laughing, but there wasn't a huge amount of people laughing, which I thought was really weird, because it is a hilarious film. I mean, he's a funny guy, and there was a lot of funny lines in it. I mean, one where they go up the toilet chute, it's got to be one of the best bits. It's hilarious. And another one where they're showing the DVD evidence, and it turns out to be him singing to a toothbrush, you know, in a bathroom. It's another funny bit. I mean, I definitely recommend watching the first one, Johnny English 1, if you haven't seen it before. I don't know, don't really know if you'll need to see the first one before going to see the second one, so I can't imagine they'll follow on that much. I mean, I don't know, they might do, they might make it as like a proper sequel and follow it on exactly, but I'd imagine they're just using the character Johnny English to make another film, you know. Just, you know, I don't know, we'll see. Might be a sequel, might not, might just be them using that name and obviously Rowan Atkinson again to make another quite funny film about the same subject. I mean, I wouldn't complain at that. Still, I'm sure it'd still be hilarious. So, gotta say, definitely worth watching, and can't wait for the second one. Other thing, like, definitely watch Mr. Bean, the films, and the animated series as well. The animated series is hilarious. He doesn't, like, I don't think there's much voice acting in the series, like the animated one, but it's just some of his facial expressions and the things he gets up to in the animated series are quite funny. So, and the old real life footage ones as well, they were funny. There's one like where he's in church listening to this like priest obviously saying his bit, and he's falling asleep in his chair, and as it keeps going on he gets more forward and forward, and then eventually he just falls on the floor, but he like stays asleep. It's pretty funny. I mean, it's a good bit of that. There's quite a lot of them. I'm not sure if you can buy them like on DVD or anything, but I'm sure you can find them on the internet somewhere to watch them. Definitely worth watching if you can find them. Another film, Captain America. It's another one of those you know, Marvel films, which I'm looking forward to. Love Captain America. I love how they've kind of made Iron Man the, I don't know, the starting point for all these kind of, I wouldn't say spin-offs, but to bring these other comics out into films. I mean, they've done it with Thor, where they found the hammer I think that was the end of number 2, not sure. And they had, obviously, Shield, the company, had the logo that looked exactly like Captain America's shield, so there was kind of some Easter eggs, I'd say, in that you know, you kind of thought, right, so they've incorporated this into Iron Man. It just makes me think that they're going to do these other films, and they have so far. I mean, they've done Thor, obviously, which has come out recently. I haven't seen it yet, but you know, I'm sure it's good. And obviously, then they're doing this Captain America, so I don't know. I think it'll be good. Obviously, it's Marvel, so I'll probably go and see it. Definitely, well, not definitely, but I'd imagine I'll go and see it. So far, all the Marvel ones that they've brought out have been brilliant. So, and I don't know, Iron Man 3. I don't know if maybe in Iron Man 3 there'll be another reference to another Marvel character, and then they'll bring that film out. I don't know. They might do that. I suppose that'd be pretty good if they did that. So they've done it so far in all the others. So I wouldn't be weird if they didn't, but it just seemed logical that they will, because that's how they've kind of moved into the other films so far. Just by talking about them in Iron Man or something, mentioning them. Maybe not even mentioning them, you know, just showing something that refers to it. Like they did with Captain America. They haven't really mentioned him at all. They've just got the shield, obviously, which was kind of an Easter egg. They didn't. And companies called Shield, and their logo is a picture of a shield with a star on it, you know, in the middle, like Captain America's is. So yeah, looking forward to that. It's the same actor that does what is his name? The guy in Fantastic Four that can set himself on fire. I can't remember what his name is. But yeah, he plays that guy. Like, it's the same actor that plays that. So no, obviously he's had experience in Marvel films before, so I think it's a good choice of actor. I mean, he's good. Fantastic Four was awesome. It's a good film. Good 2 films. They had the Silver Surfer one as well, which was very good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to all of those. I think that's pretty much the pick of what I chose out of all the upcoming films. Like not recent, but soon. Obviously, there's Avatar 2 and 3 have been announced for like 2014 and 2015 or whatever. So I can't really talk about them because obviously that's miles off. They could, I don't know what James Cameron can do in that amount of time, because obviously he had a lot of time doing Avatar 1, but most of the time was waiting for this the ability to do 3D and these insane graphics. That was what he was waiting for, really. Obviously he had the idea years and years ago, and he never kind of released it. He was just waiting for the day where he actually could do what he wanted to do with it and make it look how he wanted it to look. So no, I think if he's got these 5 years with all that technology, what he could do, I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm really looking forward to obviously Avatar 2 and 3, but I've got a long wait for those. So those are just the films that I picked out of future releases that you know, I'm really interested in watching. So the video's wrapped up, and thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.